The mic. All right, so definitely. All right, so we are here. We are live. Welcome to my channel on YouTube. My name is Keisha Morton, and welcome to today's live session. I'm just excited to talk to you about something super important, and this is about vibing solo until you're celebrated. Like so many of us, we tend to rush into something before it's actually even ready or curated for you. Let's see if more people are going to come on. If you come on live, just say hi as you pop on. But I know a lot of times we want to rush and get things to manifest for us as soon as possible. So we rush for these connections, we rush for the job, we rush for the relationship that don't truly align to who we are. But today, I wanted to just come on just to remind you that your energy is far too valuable to settle for anything less than what celebrates your true essence. I was watching the movie. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. The movie's called Terminal with Tom Hanks, and in that movie, he actually was grounded in New York City in the airport at the same time his country went to war. And then, for whatever reason, he couldn't leave the terminal. So he had to wait. And the level of patience that he had and ingenuity that he did while he was in this terminal for like, I think it was like months. Um, it was just so inspirational to watch. I highly recommend you taking a look at this movie because it really reminds me of what's supposed to come to you will happen in its own course and how certain relationships are made in the divine timing. And sometimes we think it's for one reason, but then later on, it becomes more apparent it's for something else. Okay. And it was like parallel to regular life because in regular life we think, okay, because I met this person or I'm in this situation, normally you might get upset, like, well, why is this happening to me? Or why I have other things to do. Let me shift gears and go do this now. And then we disrupt the actual peace, or we disrupt the actual alignment of what is actually for you. So, first off, I want to tell you that there's so much power in being alone. That being solo, it's not a time of lack, and it's actually a time of deep self connection and alignment with who you truly are. And when you vibe solo, you're allowing yourself to the space to grow and reflect and evolve. Uh, this is where your true transformation begins. And instead of seeing this time as waiting, I want you to see it as building because you're building your energy, your confidence, and your self worth until you're so aligned that the right people, the right opportunities, and the right love can't help but like just to be drawn to you. Now, here's the thing, your energy is your biggest asset. Okay. And when you're vibing solo, you get to work on aligning your energy to attract people who celebrate you for exactly who you are. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that again. Like when you vibe solo, you actually get to work on aligning your energy to attract the people who celebrate you. Now, if you decide to vibe solo, but then you don't decide to put in the work on aligning your energy, like dealing with some of the pain and some of the trauma, then what can happen is you're just gonna sit in solitude and be more lonely and possibly repeat that trauma and create more disconnected relationships later. So it's important that when you do have that time alone, you're taking that time to actually grow. Sometimes we get focused on being in a relationship or being surrounded by people who forget the most important relationship. And hey, what's up? I'm sitting here talking about the importance of vibing, being alone, and how it's easy to get, and like the power of it, and how it's easy when you are alone to kind of end up focusing on the negative things that are happening. But when you focus on the positive things and actually aligning your energy, you're going to start to shift the relationships that are here for you. So I'm like on YouTube as well as Instagram. I'm going to do a live Q&A. So if anybody has questions at the end, just feel free. We'll see if anything comes up for anybody as we're doing it like we did last week. But when you start to align your energy, you begin to send this message to like everybody, and they start to feel that you believe in yourself. So if she believes in herself, there's something good about her, there's something good about him. I just want to be around this person. So when we get focused on this relationship and being like surrounded, hey, not much. I'm just chilling. I'm glad to see a face, a friendly face that I know. How you been? How was your week? um, when you start to align with your energy, right? You start to send like this message. Yeah, get to what point? The aligning to yourself. It can be a challenge because when you first start to be by yourself, then a lot of the times something happened, where you're just like, I don't want to deal with people no more. Maybe it was a breakup or maybe bad experience at work, right? And then you're like, I'm just going to be by myself. But then when you end up by yourself, the fear and the fear factors in your mind start to keep replaying the same issue. Does that sound familiar, Ty Bear? That's Toya, right? Trying to make sure I have the right person's right screen name. I'm trying to remember from last week. um, yeah, so it's like you can end up not working on yourself and then just keep thinking about the same stuff, right? So it's important that you take the time. Okay, good. Just want to make sure. So when we start to focus on ourselves, right? So here's one thing that I learned when I went when I had my periods of being by myself. The first time I was like, okay, I did the same thing that you don't want to do. You know, you can end up venting, talking about the things with different people, thinking, replaying how it went down. Before you know it, your brain then invented 10 new instances in the same scenario that didn't even happen. But either or, it created this negative impact emotionally on you. When you start to shift your energy and start to experience the things differently, now you get to actually work on alignment, work on the things that you have control of about yourself and being able to clear that. So the best thing to do when you're in these type of spaces, right, is to start to ask yourself, um, are the people in my life elevating me or are they keeping me at the same level? Because when you vibe solo, you now begin to create the space to attract a high vibrational relationship. And you get to see within yourself what part of me needs to be worked on, you know? As I mentioned, like I know with my journey that this journey can be tough, right? And maybe you're doing the work and you've been vibing solo, but you're still wondering, when is it going to happen for me? And if you want to write what your biggest struggle or challenge is, just let me know. You can write it right in the chat, right in the comments. If it's, is it love? Is it, you know, work? Is it relationships like people in your life right now, friends, family, and things like that? Because when you're doing this type of work, I've known that the thought of when is it going to happen for me, or is it even going to happen in this lifetime for me? Maybe it's not going to happen at all. um, this is my reminder to you to just keep pushing, okay? To trust the process, that you're not waiting in vain, but you are aligning, you are growing, and you are manifesting the right people into your life. And sometimes the universe, it makes you wait, not because you're not worthy, all right? Not because you're not worthy, but it makes you wait because there's something so much bigger than what you can even think about. Because you might start to see your friends, like say you start having new friends and your circles are shifting, but but they start having breakthrough, but your breakthrough still hasn't happened for you yet, and you're helping and you're returning the goodness and everything. Um, so sometimes it makes you wait, not because you're not worthy, but because there's something so much bigger. And when you vibe solo, You don't want to vibe solo to the point where you're just lonely. Okay. The part of being vibing solo, you have to take it like a caterpillar, how it goes to move to a butterfly. Like when it's growing through that growth spurt, keyword is growth. So when it goes into that chrysalis, that time that it's completely alone, there's growth happening inside of that. So this vibing solo isn't to create like a place where you're just putting up all these boundaries to keep your person keep people away from you, but is a way of keeping a way for you to stay so focused on what needs to happen for the next change to occur, and just knowing that you deserve more and that you don't have to settle for people who can't see your worth, that can't show you your value, but you're waiting for the ones who will recognize this light and this essence inside of you. So while we're here together on both platforms, um, let's do a quick visualization, and you can close your eyes so that way you can kind of get into that space with me. And as you close your eyes, let's take a nice, long, deep breath. I'm gonna move this here. Maybe it'll make it a little easier for me. Excuse me. Drink some more water. Mm-mm. Sorry. Whew, sorry. All right, sorry about that. I hope one of y'all don't need a clearing on here. Whew. Okay, sorry about that. Whew. All right, I'm back. Sorry. um, so those that are still with me, I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. And I want you to just allow whoever can come in your mind. And just imagine yourself being surrounded by people who celebrate you for exactly who you are. People that see your value, your essence, your power. And they lift you up. I might have to stop. Oh my gosh. It's not ending. I might have to come back because my throat is bothering me. Take a minute away. I'll be back. I didn't- I'm like dying. Okay. Uh, Coughed up a lung, but I think I'm okay now. Maybe I'm not supposed to do a visualization. So I'm going to pause on that. I'm going to trust what's happening. And I'm just going to remind you that when it comes to love and relationship, that you deserve someone who celebrates you, someone who doesn't just tolerate you, but someone who sees you and says, yes, that's the energy I need in my life. But here's the catch. Before you can attract that person, you need to become that person. You need to celebrate yourself, and manifestation starts with the belief that you are already worthy. You don't have to wait for love to feel complete. That you vibe soul until the right love shows up and that matches your energy. So be that person you want to attract. And when you love yourself, when you know your worth, you set the standards that the right people will meet you, and that's when you'll truly be celebrated. So today, I want to encourage you to keep vibing solo until you're celebrated and keep pushing, keep aligning, and keep growing because you are creating energy that will attract the right person and the right love into your life. If you need more support with this journey, I'd love to help you align your energy and manifest the love that you deserve. You can book a one to one with me and just click the link in the description. And as always, if you enjoyed this live, please share, like, and subscribe. I appreciate you being here, and you, as a reminder, deserve to be celebrated. I will see you the next time.